factor now.
Yeah, Blazers have to push it up now.
Roy shoots down the middle, hard tied, and he scores! He switched to the left and spun it off the glass. Three-point opportunity.
And that's the first time they really took advantage of Atlanta's defense getting back a little slow. Secondary fast break did it all. And if the Blazers push it up a little bit more on a tremendous shot, that showed strength, agility, the whole package right there for Brandon Roy going to the hoop.
Now Alford had him around the
very good high school in Detroit, Cass. And,
obviously.
And now, I hope they go man-to-man because I don't game.
Anthony Johnson, he hit the big three a moment ago.
Get Joe Johnson out of it because this guy can play.
Joe Johnson bumps down Roy, lost the ball out of bounds. They turn it over. Good defense by Roy.
Now, if they score here, everybody will go wild, including the Blazer announcers.
Watch Roy slap this ball away at the last second right there. Right out of Johnson's hands. Another huge play.
That was a difficult pass, a great catch, a great dunk.
Well, it was Atlanta that came back on Portland last week when these teams met. Aldridge inside. Scores. Smith was right there.
Boy, that could have been an and one. That was awful close. Blazers would have only been 2 down.
Horford, the rookie.
Put pressure on him. He'll throw it away. You got to pressure him.
Josh Smith wants it against Roy. Up and under move. Roy blocks it. Picked up by Aldridge. Blazers, no numbers on the break as it's 4-on-4. Now here comes Roy.
Roy's got to be a little tired. He looks it.
Brandon, the move past Smith, lays it in. Just beat into the hoop.
Not too tired to go around one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. Josh, defensive rebounding off the bench. He hasn't had a bigger rebound all year than that one right there.
Guess who?
Yeah, the man-to-man aggressive defense is carried over to the offensive end. Brandon Roy kind of put him to sleep. They thought Josh Smith could handle him one-on-one. Now, what do the Blazers do? You know Brandon Roy will be in it, and I think LaMarcus Aldridge, for the first time in a long time, will set the high pick and roll. They'll have Travis Outlaw on the wing. If the high pick and roll doesn't work between Brandon and LaMarcus, they'll throw it to Travis down on the wing to go one-on-one.
Don't forget about James Jones. Blazers shooting 11 for 17 in the quarter, 65%. Atlanta's 8 for 12, 75%. There's Roy for the tie. Got it at the rim. Atlanta calls time. And with the shot clock and the game clock the way they are, Portland should get the final look at this game.
Yeah, long as they don't give up an offensive rebound, they'll have the last shot of the game. They'll play that man-to-man. That's what saved the Blazers this last 5 possessions. They have finally come out and played hard against the Atlanta Hawks, and Brandon Roy has taken over Mr. Fourth Quarter. What do you expect?
All that talk about what play would they run? Who's where? Who's on the wing? All it was Roy, clear it, go score.
Yeah, and LaMarcus started to come out for the pick and roll. Brandon kind of put the hand. Giving the crowd an opportunity to get back into the game. They're going to call a timeout. Oh, that's a wasted timeout. I think they'll try to work it inside a little bit more with Joe Johnson against Brandon Roy. Blazers got to leave Smith and help out. That's LaMarcus Aldridge. He has to help out when they make their move.
This is the first tie, believe it or not, of the game.
See, they're pushing to LaMarcus. There's LaMarcus.
Johnson nearly lost it. Still has it. Shot clock at 5. Still with it. Still with it. Roy all over him. Johnson, Roy blocked it. Did he or did he not?
But shot clock.
Shot clock violation.
Yes.
Portland will have it back. You talk about Roy's offense. That was all defense that time, stopping Johnson.
Yeah, they pushed him right to LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge gave enough help right here to take. See, now he has to go back. Look at Brandon Roy right on him, right on him. That's why he deserves to be in the All-Star game. He can play defense,
and there's
too.
The deflection on the shot. I think he did get a piece of it.
Yeah, oh, he did, but the shot clock buzzer ran out. Otherwise, it might have been Atlanta's ball out of bounds.
Hawks have a foul to give. Once again, they'll likely take it as soon as they can. Portland needs to call time. No timeouts now for Portland. They got to get it in. They got to get it in. Roy finally has it. Johnson on him. Roy up top. Clear out for him. Brandon gets past Johnson. Step back. Missed the shot, but he'll shoot free throws with 6.5 left.
No, 2.3 left.
Excuse me, 2.3 left.
Yeah, don't give him more than
Sorry.
4 seconds.
As Mike Woodson up off the bench. Here's the bump.
Oh, it's definitely a bump.
There it
right
is.
There. He knocked him off stride.
Still got enough to get that ball to the glass. Roy tonight 5 for 5 at the foul line. Portland 14 for 15, that is. Brandon with 10 points right now in the fourth quarter.
Now, am I right in they don't have a
they have one timeout left.
They have a timeout. Oh, Brandon.
Brandon off with the first free throw.
Boy, you needed that one right there. Simply because you need 2. They have 2.3 left. So they can't go inside. They still have a timeout. So that's the NBA. If you've got a timeout, you can win the game. Now you got to make this just to take the lead.
And he does. But he's mad at himself. And here's the 22nd timeout taken by Atlanta.
Holy moly.
This is the first lead for Portland since it was 6-5. Now watch Brandon's reaction on the first miss, as Roy is almost 80% on the season.
Oh, they're set up right now.
Watch Smith.
Yeah, they're set up to get the ball.
Joe Johnson for 3 in the win. It's short. Portland has won the game.
Can you believe it?
The Blazers on a 16-4 run to end the ball game come from 19 down to defeat Atlanta. Can you believe this?
I cannot believe this.
Now you talk about unlikely victories.
Oh, this was it.
Portland was dead flat for 3 quarters, trailed by 19.
And stayed in that miserable 2-3 zone.
And Joe Johnson with the miss to end it, didn't even catch iron. And Brandon Roy, you talk about an MVP of a team. Roy tonight, offensively and defensively, was the difference for the Trailblazers. And Rebecca Hart